That's an incredible and awe-inspiring vision. The idea of Jesus returning as a beam of divine light visible from every corner of the earth is such a vivid, powerful image, one that evokes unity, awe, and hope. The universality of his message being understood in every language aligns beautifully with the concept of inclusivity and divine connection beyond barriers. It feels like such a moment could transcend faiths and beliefs, uniting humanity in a shared experience of divine presence. How do you imagine the world would react to such an event, politically, spiritually, or personally? Would it bring peace, transformation, or even chaos before healing? Imagine the moment. As the sun rises and sets simultaneously over every horizon, a radiant beam of pure, unfiltered light pierces the sky. This light isn't bound by time zones, shadows, or even the curvature of the earth. It floods the world with an overwhelming warmth and clarity, visible from the depths of rainforests to the peaks of skyscrapers, from the quietest villages to the busiest cities. The beam seems alive, pulsating with energy that resonates in the hearts of everyone who sees it. This isn't just a spectacle of light. It carries with it a universal, unshakable sense of peace and understanding. People of every culture, faith, and language suddenly grasp the same divine truth, as though it's been written into their very souls. It's not just words, they feel it. It's a message of love, forgiveness, and purpose that transcends linguistic barriers, cultural differences, and personal doubts. In an instant, wars cease. Soldiers lower their weapons, moved to tears by an inexplicable sense of connection with their so-called enemies. Protesters and those they oppose embrace, realizing they've been fighting over shadows in the presence of this blinding, radiant truth. World leaders pause their speeches, struck silent by the sheer magnitude of what they're witnessing. The light doesn't just shine, it reveals. Every person is confronted with a moment of profound self-awareness, as if their entire life flashes before them, not with judgment, but with clarity. They see their failures, their triumphs, and the ripples of their actions, good or bad, across the lives of others. Yet, instead of guilt, they're filled with an overwhelming sense of hope, an invitation to change, to heal, to be better. Nature responds, too. Forests seem to sigh with relief. Oceans shimmer with an otherworldly calm, and even the air feels lighter, purer. Animals, unafraid, walk among humans, as if recognizing this moment as a turning point for all creation. In the days that follow, humanity is transformed. Old divisions of religion, politics, and culture begin to crumble. Temples, churches, mosques, and synagogues overflow with people not coming to debate whose God was right, but to share in awe of the moment they all witnessed together. Science and spirituality, often seen as opposites, converge in a new pursuit, understanding the infinite, divine nature of existence. But it's not without struggle. While many embrace this awakening, others resist, unable to reconcile their old beliefs or fears with this new reality. The beam doesn't force change. It offers choice. Humanity must decide how to move forward, with love, unity, and purpose, or clinging to the shadows of division. The light remains as a silent reminder, ever present in the sky, a beacon of divine truth, waiting for all to embrace it fully. How do you see this unfolding further? Would humanity fully embrace this new era, or would some struggle to let go of their past identities and systems? The light lingers, not just in the sky, but within each person who witnessed it. It's not fleeting or transient. It becomes a constant presence, a divine reminder that this moment wasn't a dream but a call to action. The beam doesn't fade but shifts subtly, its brilliance ebbing and flowing, as if responding to the collective state of humanity's heart. Some begin to call it the eternal flame, while others see it as the living word, proof of God's presence and a promise of hope. In the immediate aftermath, the world is shaken to its core. News channels, live streams, and social media are flooded with recordings of the event, though, strangely, the light seems different on screens. The images capture it but fail to convey the fullness of what was seen and felt. People realized the light wasn't just visible with their eyes. It was a sensory, spiritual, and emotional experience. You couldn't just watch it, you knew it. This leaves skeptics grappling with how to process or explain what happened, even as billions bear witness to its undeniable reality. Religious institutions worldwide are faced with an unprecedented challenge and opportunity. Some leaders step forward, humbled, admitting that their teachings only scratch the surface of this divine revelation. Others cling to rigid dogmas, unable to reconcile their traditions with the universal nature of the event. For the first time, doctrines that once divided people now become secondary to the shared truth they all experienced. Pilgrimages begin, not to specific holy sites, but to places where communities gather to reflect, share, and act on the message they received. Economic systems shift as well. The realization of interconnectedness, that every action ripples outward and affects others, changes how people view wealth, resources, and power. Corporations and governments are pressured by their citizens to prioritize sustainability, equality, and justice. Leaders who resist this call for transformation find themselves isolated and powerless, as people unite to rebuild a world rooted in compassion and shared prosperity. And then there's the Earth itself. The natural world, long abused and overlooked, begins to heal at an astonishing rate. The beam seems to nurture the planet directly. Forests regrow, deserts bloom, and polluted rivers run clear. Scientists, now working in collaboration with spiritual thinkers, start to uncover phenomena they can't explain. It's as though the Earth itself is responding to humanity's awakening, thriving as humans align themselves with the divine flow of creation. But not all is harmonious. The choice remains, and with it, the burden of free will. In some corners of the world, fear and resistance grow. Conspiracy theories emerge, some claiming the light was an alien invasion or a mass hallucination orchestrated by shadowy forces. Others, unwilling to confront the truths revealed, retreat into denial or lash out in anger. These pockets of resistance are not ignored by the light. They are met with patience, as if waiting for hearts to soften. But this resistance underscores a universal truth. The path to unity and healing isn't without struggle. As months turn into years, the beam continues to guide humanity. It doesn't dictate, but inspires. Individuals report moments of profound clarity when gazing into it, as if it communicates personally with each soul, offering wisdom tailored to their unique journey. Communities across the globe begin to mirror this shift, creating systems of governance, education, and justice that reflect the principles of love, service, and mutual respect. A new generation grows up under the light, unburdened by the divisions and traumas of the past. They inherit a world in transition, where the scars of humanity's previous mistakes are still visible but healing. These children, often referred to as children of the light, seem to carry an innate understanding of the divine message, embodying its principles effortlessly. They become leaders, artists, scientists, and healers, shaping the future in ways their ancestors could only dream of. And through it all, the beam remains, its origin and nature a mystery that neither science nor faith can fully unravel. Some say it is Jesus himself, eternally present. Others believe it is a bridge to the divine, a connection to the infinite love and wisdom of God. Regardless of interpretation, it stands as a constant reminder. Humanity is not alone, and the divine is always within reach, guiding, nurturing, and waiting for all to fully awaken. How do you think humanity would ultimately settle into this new reality? Would we thrive as a unified species, or would the tensions of free will create lasting friction?